Ooh. I don't wanna wait. Oh yeah. Ground rising, everybody, ground rising. Oh, hope you slept well. Hope you slept well, everyone. Ground rising. Yeah. I greet you all. I greet you all. Welcome. Guys, I can't play any music now because I'm connected directly to the YouTube also. So we are simultaneously streaming. Well done, John Ohogo. John Ohogo. How are you? Yeah. Baba Arvomukaso. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. You dream of freedom. I see you. Yes. Thank you, everyone. Dikechude, are you back? I know they go church. When I want make I go church. When I want make I go church. No one I will go church very soon. No one. I will go church. They go pursue me. They go soon pursue me. That church. Yeah. I go church back. No worry. I will soon go church. We are nearing there. Make I go church. Okay. Are you sure there is any pastor who want to have me in his church? Are you sure? Doris Dominic Brown, thank you. Guys, thanks. Of course, we must. Fidel, I'll call you back. Now they jubilate now. Now don't thief. Now don't thief. Finish. Name on YouTube. It's still Ijele Speaks. Same Ijele Speaks on YouTube. Same Ijele Speaks. He say Islam they go church. My dear, I'm neither a Muslim nor a Christian. Now we there, Ikechi. Wanolewe. What's up, my brother? I think I need to mute this one. I told you, Mama. You told me election that they were counting ballots after how many days? My dear, forget that thing. Stanley Jennifer. I'm a pastor. We'd like to have you in my church. Which one you know be? All these fake accounts. Or I go claim everything. Why would I want Obiano to deploy? Okay, don't worry, we'll hear it from me. Lotanna, Janjaweed number 2. I be number 1 self because he did everywhere. Jala Rose, good morning. Wilson Indubisi, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Grand Rising. Zoranks, Chi. Man, this kind of man. Your electoral process was flawed, of course. We no get eye. Of course. The only person who will deny it is anyone living in denial. Said Suleiman. Salam alaikum, Said. Uzoma Ezudog. Mwaneke. Kenkere me nwanne ekenesie gị ike. Ekenesie gị ike nwanne oya abalị. Andy James. Ọ dị ka ewu gị na-ebe ka ewu m si ebe. Afụgodo m site n'afa. By the fruit we shall know them. Na Pastor Sule boy. Justice Sule boy. No one will go in church. Bona boy, hope you. I've not done anything to you. No, Zona boy, nothing that happened to Zona boy. Zona was texting me. I will try to call him today. Johnson Oluchukwu Udechukwu. Thank you, my brother. We are in military rule, you know that. Not yet. We are not. We are not. Onyema. Cynthia G. Peters. Fine babe, how are you? Cynthia baby, how are you there? Chidebere Nwodo, Dalu Nwanne. Dalu Chidebere. But the military are not trained to be civil and people. It's a lie, my dear. You don't know the Nigerian military, believe me. Believe me. I'd rather have a military presence than a police one. That bless dumb syrup. Hi. Chineke. Zora boy, yeah, that's his name. Yes, now. Chinedu Mokolo, well done, my brother. Well done, well done. That one, Validike. But you God's willing. Thank you, everyone. Dan Nnem. Okay, Dan, I will call you later. I will call you later, Dan. You will need to have my contact if possible. Okay, write it down. Write it down. Contact me. I'm only using WhatsApp. I've not connected a Nigerian line yet. You can reach me on WhatsApp on this number, +90 53 42 00 6870. Someone please pin it there. If you can pin it, +90 53 42 00 6870. Kremlin Stan, longest time, my brother. Longest time. Jele, who are you calling baby? Na Cynthia, go kill him. Na Cynthia, Mr. Ralph. Cynthia, na Cynthia be this. Cynthia, go kill him, make I see. See him. Isa Ndako. Yeah, my people. Well, let's begin in earnest now, please. Yeah, my people. Warimu Kimani. Oh, Chimanzewi, you don't join. You don't call. One Okechukwu. Ify, sweet Ify. If I hear you now, they go come for you. But make I just leave them. Me and sit here today. Afunwe Chetanna Dalo. Warimu Kimani. My dear. Chumo Keke. Muna ederele message yesterday. I go check here from phone nke ọzọ. Ejimke +90 enweta m ya. Check here from. You don't start again, no, of course. You didn't get the number well at John's Oluchukwu Udechukwu. Someone, please help me put it there. +90 53 42 00 6870. Again, +90 53 42 00 6870. Network don't finish you. Sorry. Or yeah, you can inbox me. Then the number is on the page. You can go to the page and take it. So my people, let's start with what I want to discuss this morning. In Anambra State right now, call anyone you know who lives in Onitsha and ask them what the situation is like in Onitsha right now. And they will tell you that it's nothing to write home about. People don't even walk around with their purses. An ordinary purse, you can't move around with an ordinary purse in Onitsha right now. Everywhere, no security. Going to market is a war. Coming back from the market is a war also. Going to market and coming back is like going out during a war time and coming back. People don't have, see, when you don't have peace of mind, the society is not safe. How are people going to conduct their businesses? And if people are not conducting their businesses, how are families going to have what they will put on the table? You see, sometimes when we are shouting, not that we love to rant or we love to make noise. No, it's because we know the consequences of insecurity. Go to northern Nigeria now. Look at how their lives are. Look at how the people there are faring. Is this the type of life you want for your people back home, especially in the Southeast? Knowing very well that majority of our people rely on their day-to-day activities to put food on the table. Now, there is an NSAS program, protest going on right now all over Nigeria. That's nice. But are we going to allow criminals to use that opportunity? Because there is a security vacuum right now. And one thing we keep saying it, and people don't tend to understand it, but I hope they are beginning to understand it right now, because everything is not happening like a movie. Nature abhors vacuum. There is nothing like vacuum in nature. When one thing leaves, immediately something else would replace it. Now, am I in support of the police? Not by a mile, not by a million miles. Believe me, I believe that the police is the most corrupt institution in Nigeria. You cannot get me a worse institution in Nigeria than the police. But that being said, their presence helps. Their presence helps. Right now, many policemen are feeling unsafe. Go around now, see how their wives are crying on air because their husbands have been killed. Now, tell me the policeman that will want to put himself in a situation where he will make the wife a widow. If you are watching some local programs like Brekete Family, you will hear people bringing complaints that their husband's gratuity hasn't been paid. Some of them 19 years, some of them 20 years. Do you think that there is a policeman who will consciously want to put his family in that condition? As a matter of fact, some police officers are even stealing the money of their fallen members. They are stealing the money of their fallen members. Believe me, their gratuity. A woman told her story the other day on Brekete Family, how the police stole the money they gave her for her husband's gratuity. Now, tell me a policeman that will want to put himself in that situation. We are not even talking about the female police. When the male ones can't come out, how do you expect the female ones to come out? It's nearly impossible. Right now, that vacuum they created, guess who filled it? Criminals, armed robbers. Right now, I'm not going to say it's only IPOB. The IPOB guys are doing their own. Then you have criminals who are doing theirs also. I'm not going to rule out that the people controlling the IPOB guys are not going to use some people to foment trouble. No, there are ones they are doing. Then there are ones that are ordinary criminals who are not affiliated, who are not affiliated to any group are doing. Okay. Now in Oka, a friend of mine who came back from Turkey barely 1 month ago, nearly got killed yesterday in Oka because of the crisis they're having. They say it's a court issue. Then the other people, on the other hand, you have people telling you that it's about a traditional stool. It's a tussle. This is a political tussle. And there is no police anywhere. These boys are now everywhere, harassing people, killing people. He said he dropped someone off. He dropped off someone less than a minute, barely a minute after he dropped off that guy. The guy was gunned down. The guy was gunned down. Okay? The guy was gunned down. It could be him. A minute later, it could have been both of them. Crime is much in Onisha right now. Please be my witness. Crime is much in Onisha now. But let's keep on. Let's stick to Oka issue. Look at what's happening in Oka right now. Leadership tussle. The governor, believe me, is beyond him. Is beyond him. Now you know why injustice should never be allowed to grow up. Because when it grows and the stem becomes very strong, the taproot is already there. It's deeply rooted in the earth. Believe me, it will be difficult for you to push it down. That's why you should avoid it. Don't even let that scenario play out. Don't even let it happen first before you start looking for remedy. No. Now it's out of hands. Tell me the security apparatus the governor has in his disposal that can do this. So when you see me talk about deploying the military, I know why I'm saying it. Why am I saying this? Let me block this one. Why am I saying this? The military is the only people you can send in there, and all those guys doing those things will go back. Of course, we've seen it that the police couldn't handle it. The police couldn't handle it. Right, it happened right before our eyes. In so many places, they are murdering police people, killing them in cold blood. How many are there? How many are there? Hey, please, I am not saying that these people are with the End SARS group. No. The people calling for the ending of the police units known as SARS are different from these people. But you know, when it has to do with police, now we generalize it. It has been generalized. Now there's no police anywhere. The police, no matter how bad they are in their job, at least their presence helps a lot. Their own presence helps a lot. Now, the police presence is not there. There is no one to help the people. Hold on. Let me block this one. There is no one to secure lives and properties. Then whatever problem people have before now, this is the best time they will settle it. Right now, Oka has become a war front. Oka has become a war front. Be there ranting nonsense until you get the news that one of your people, maybe a relative of yours, was gunned down. Then it will begin to play. The music will begin to play in a very erratic form in your head. Maybe then you would understand. Am I calling for the military to come and genocide our people? No. I am calling for the military to maintain peace. Things are out of hand. Things are out of hand. Do you think that the Inspector General of Police has slept very well in the last 2 months or in the last 1 month? What does he know? How many places could he be? How many places could he be? Or do you support the continuous criminality going on right now in our place? No, which one do you want? You either want this or that. You will either take this one or that. You can't have it both ways. Do you want security or not? Do you need security or not? That's why I keep telling you that the military is the only one who can provide that security. Right now, the 302 artillery is there in Onitsha. All the governor needs to do is to make a demand to the president. Write a letter, call him on the phone. And guys, please, to make it worse, so for people are saying the task force, if you are passed, oh ho, this would end all this nonsense. Remember, Governor Obiano's first term in office, you saw what he did and made up Pueka safe. Just the military presence alone was enough to make the place safe. So why can't we replicate that? You don't need to declare any curfew. Just put the military in there, let them do their job. Let them do their job. There could be a monitoring team. Yes, there are cameras everywhere. No one is going to stop people from filming or doing anything. These are the things they will write down on the rules of engagement. Let the rules of engagement be presented to the Anambra State House of Assembly. Let them go through it and make sure they maintain it when the operation begins. This is what needs to be done. I am not for all this pray for Oka. Pray for Oka for how long? Huh? For how long have you been praying? Okay, after praying for Oka, would you pray for Onitsha? After praying for Onitsha, what about Nnewi? After Nnewi, where else would it be? Eh? Where else would it be? After Nnewi, where else? So Governor Obiano should deploy the military immediately. He doesn't have the power to deploy the military anyway. But he should just tell the president, this is not a party issue. Because at the end of the day, the buck stops on his table. The buck stops on his table. Probably he may think that deploying the military will give him bad name, like all these idiots will be ranting and saying that he brought soldiers to kill his people, like what happened to his predecessor, Peter Obi. Okay? They're reaching their pockets. Of course, man, it happens now. They may the crime rate and decrease on. You see, man, maybe he doesn't want to get a bad name. But guess what? If you decide not to act, it is still you that will take the blame. You are the same person that will be blamed for it. You are the governor. And I've told you, the number one job of the governor is to preserve lives and properties. If you can't do that, then you failed. You failed totally, woefully. You are not going to bathe every child in Anambra State. You are not going to drive everyone to school, church, or market. Killing the police. We can make that case, but for now, we need peace. For ordinary individuals to go to their normal businesses. For them to go to their normal businesses. That's a case we can make for another day, but we just need to weather this storm first. We need to stem this. Stop saying pray for Anambra. No, act for Anambra. You see what we've been warning about over time. For the past 6, 7, 8 months, we've been sounding this warning. And for years, we've been telling people the danger of not doing your job as a politician. One day, the chicken must come home to roost. When you people refuse to act now, do you know where it will get to? It will be left in the hands of the people, the masses, to protect themselves. And you cannot control mob rule. You cannot control mob rule. no matter how bad or how too serious you think deploying the military sounds, you will never compare that with mob rule. When the people gather and decide to take laws into their hands, it will be bloodier than it is already. We've lost enough people already. In Obibo, no one is talking about Obibo again. The person that caused it is nowhere to be found. As a matter of fact, he even went further from Nigeria. He was in the UK making that noise. Now he left the UK for the USA. That is more social distancing. He has distanced himself even further from where he was when he was causing all the calamity and chaos that has engulfed the entire Obibo right now, or Igbo, as it's called by the indigenous people of Rivers State, Sadiq. So my people, if you are praying, it's a good thing, but we need action right now. We need action. 2 more weeks of this, we cannot tell what will happen to Onitsha and Oka. 2 more weeks of this nonsense. No police presence. This is an open invitation for criminals to do whatever they like. That 33 Road is a dead zone since after this protest. Oh, if the boys meet you there, no, read it. Read from the people there. Read what the people there are typing. Look at their comments. Look at the comments here. Please, is this what you want for your people? Imagine, see report. My friend was okay. No matter what you think the military at the bridgehead, the guys that the bridgehead are doing, you can never compare it with what's happening in Interland. Yes, even 33, when 33 is not safe, tell me where will be safe in Onitsha. 33 of all places is not safe. Where exactly will be safe in Onitsha? And when Onitsha is destabilized, do you know the amount of poverty that is going to befall our people? They are already poor. The pandemic didn't help. Everywhere was shut down. Kate Sweet, I see you. Thank you. Everywhere was shut down. Now that everywhere is supposed to open, the protest came. Can't people do business and protest at the same time? They can. But guess what? Criminals have infiltrated the movement. Now they are using the opening created by the absence of the police to terrorize the people. Tell me exactly what. Now you know why many people will want to see the end of this protest. Meanwhile, the protest was started in good faith. It was started in good faith. True or false? But now, when you give people option to choose between EndSARS and having quasi security like they used to have, which one do you think they will choose? They will choose security. They will choose security. And if the governor thinks that not doing anything is good on his resume, believe me, he's making a whole lot of mistakes. This is one of the biggest policy mistakes he will make. That is keeping silence. He shouldn't be silent. He should be brave. He should take the bull by the horn. He is the governor. He should start acting as one. He's the chief security officer of the state. And he should use everything at his disposal. The police cannot do anything. Please place a call to Aso Rock, and the president will order the GOC of 82D, and the order will go to 302 Artillery Division in Onitsha immediately. Believe me, all this nonsense will end in 5 hours. Are you hearing me? All this rubbish would end in 5 hours. It will not take more than 5 hours. Immediately you will see military deployed to the streets. Believe me, all this will die down immediately, because No one is stupid enough to kill a member of the Nigerian military. They know the danger that will befall them. Then when there is a military presence, we can have that conversation on what the problem is. That's if there is a political way to have that conversation. Are you getting me? That's if there is a political way to have that conversation, we'll have that conversation. If there is not, then let them come out openly and tell the people to defend themselves. But mind you, when the people grab their own guns to defend themselves, there is no telling where it will end. There is no telling where it will end. Again, deploy the military. Their presence alone will quell all this nonsense before it's too late. We don't want to lose more people. We don't want to lose more youth. It's not necessary. The carnage of Oyibo was very, very avoidable. This evil going on in Anambra State is pretty much avoidable. And it should be avoided. Takabugbo, tabugbo, onye nwere ntị ya nụrụ, onye a na-agwa upe ntị ya gee ọfụma. Hold on. I'll confirm the news. Okay, well now I've confirmed the news on it. It's a crime zone. Broad daylight robbery, Up-Way, down flyover and 33 junction. It's a no-go area, but they have deployed female military squad in Anambra to arrest the situation. They have killed 2 of those hoodlums, female ones. Ha! We need a full squad, though. We need the full squad there. Not just the female ones. We need a full squad there to arrest the situation. And guys, I don't know if I want to put this thing now to guest. Invite a guest. Okay. Please, if you are in Onisha, how can I invite guests now? Okay, let me. Oh, see, I can't even comment here. Kai. I wanted to pin the this thing, the link, so anyone in Onisha can tell us what's going on. Oh, I don't know how to post the link. Oh, man. Send the link to your guest. Oh, Kai. Guys, I can't send this link now. I can't send this link. I don't know why. I wanted someone to give us the situation report live on air. So, guys, is that bad? Is that terrible? Is that terrible? Is this what we want for our people? Huh? Is this what we want for our people? Okay, let me see if I can use this one to create it. I've added a banner. See the banner, you can use this link and come on. Use that link on your this thing if you want to come on here and tell us what the situation is. See, brother, not saying everything military. See, let's say it how it is. The situation is already out of hand. Let's stop pretending. Tell me the police that you will send there now. The ones that are afraid of acting. You know the police right now, everyone is being cautious. Anything, if the police shoots down an armed robber right now, there are people who will turn it around and say that they've started killing protesters. Now they cannot separate the rioters from the protesters. But when there is a military presence, everywhere we calm down